Okay, this is my last live for tonight. Like I said, for tonight. For some of you have watched some of my lives. I am just doing them because I'm trying to keep people encouraged who are going through some of the things in life, such as depression, anxiety, grief, and different battles with spiritual warfare. And trust me when I tell you, I'm in that realm, and I'm just trying to utilize what God has given me and the breath that He's given me to continue to live and wake up. So I'm going to share some encouraging words to be able to uplift somebody out there that may watch this video. Take it from somebody who has been through a whirlwind, somebody who has lost everything but still did not lose her soul. I almost lost my soul because I was falling in the dark into a dark place, and I just want to be able to be uplifting and encouraging to those who are watching, if you watch, because there's somebody out there right now that feel that they don't have anybody to talk to, or feel that they're going through this all by themselves, when you really are just in a position. It's like a season, and just like it rains outside, it clears up eventually. So it's different levels of grief, different levels of depression, different levels of spiritual warfare. It all depends on us as an individual. And I'm using my pain to regain my energy by utilizing these live videos to just encourage somebody who is battling or suffering anything such as grief, depression, anxiety, like I spoke about earlier. It is a very, very serious thing, and a lot of people don't realize that the battle is between your flesh and your spirit. And when we are dealing with an emotional breakdown, sometimes we do not know how to talk about it. I did not know how to talk about mine. And outside of my depression of being in the midst of trying to grieve behind losing my husband died at home in my arms on February 25th. This will be his anniversary and his birthday coming up. February 15th will be his birthday. February 25th is when he passed away in my arms. Going to be 2 years. 3 years. I'm so lost here. 2016. Yeah. Okay, sorry. And I'm still dealing with it. I'm still grieving. I'm still trying to go behind it. And my thing is, I want to share this, and I want to share it wisely, and I want to make sure you are understanding the level of encouragement I'm trying to bring. The reason why I'm trying to encourage you is because even though I felt broken, I feel empty, I feel lost, I feel like I have no room to breathe at times, I still see what God's done, and I'm still seeing what He's doing, and I know that it's not going to last forever. And we sometimes find ourselves being very angry and bitter behind our journey. And my journey's been rough. My journey has been rough, and the ride has been extremely bumpy. But in the same token, I wanted to be able to be a voice. The video, I shared 2 videos prior to this one, and these videos, like I said, this is my closing video for tonight, because I don't know if anybody has viewed or watched my testimony or my statements or my level of encouragement that I'm trying to bring to anybody that is sitting here watching this. Everybody has a journey in life, and everybody has a testimony. Some people know how to use their testimony to get out of what they're in and to be able to heal. And I don't know if this is my way of healing or my way of helping someone else get through what they're going through, their battles. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to speak. I'm going to be a voice. And I'm going to allow myself to be heard properly. In life, there's ups and there's downs, and there's so many challenges that some people don't know how to deal with them. And when I spoke about it earlier, I said it's like Monopoly, and it really is. Like, life is full of surprises and unexpected adventures and joyrides. And I have wrote one time this one poem, and it was called Love, Life, and Lies. And I wrote it because that is something I see the world dealing with: love, life, and lies. And I should have said something about reality in there. But when I speak about the poem speaks reality. It speaks volume to me personally. I don't know what it would say to you, but I spoke from my heart and I spoke from what I was feeling. And it goes a little bit like this. I'm going to give you a little bit of it, okay? I think to myself of being alone. My soul, that is. In a world that could be so cruel, make people curious. Yet all it really is love, life, lies. I am a stranger to my own self. When I look into the mirror, I see this body figure created as a woman who tries to be strong, followed by this endless spirit, but it's based on questions encountered. It's all mixed up. Love, life, lies. I'm not going to give it all to you, but when you feel that you're a stranger to your own self, that is what a lot of us feel like when we're going through something. We look into this mirror, and of course the image in the mirror is the creation of yourself, the bodily image, what you see, your reflection in the mirror, and you're looking at yourself, and then you feel that it's so messed up in your life that it's endless. So that's where I came with, I look into the mirror and I see this body created, figured as a woman who tries to be strong, followed by this endless soul with questions based on experiences encountered. And then I tell you why. That's why I said it. I tell you why. It's all mixed up with love, life, lies. When I say mixed up, we get into this realm of life to where we can't function. We can't breathe sometimes. We can't even eat. I couldn't eat. I hadn't been sleeping right. I lost so much weight. My wedding ring started to get loose on my finger, and it still is. And you go into an aftermath after you go through something that's in a tragic situation, or you experience something. Like, I experienced death back to back. That's all I know. I got to the point where I was scared to get close to people, or I would get too close to where a person couldn't even sleep around me because I'm like, okay, I just want to make sure you was breathing. Oh my goodness. Or I'm creeping around just trying to make sure my sister or my brother is okay, or the kids are okay, or I'm jumping up, waking up, looking and making sure that I'm still here. And when I speak about it's all mixed up, love can come in different ways. Love can come through your parents, your family, your siblings, your friends, then it could come through a relationship, or love could be toxic, or um, it could be very damaging at times, or it can hurt because you think love is equal, and you're loving and they're not loving you back, or they're loving you and you don't know how to tell them that you don't love them the way they love you. So it's all tied in together. And even with the when I say love, life itself, your reality of what's really happening versus what you want to make up in your head and what you want to happen, and it's not going your way, or it's not laying out the way you want it to. It's not so smooth. The ride is so bumpy to where you feel like you riding on the ocean on a boat that is uncontrollable and it cannot stop moving. The waves are just going up and down, and the storm is not stopping. So I kind of use what life and love is all together, and how the lies come. Like lies are mentioned every day on Facebook. We lying on Facebook Live. We're lying. We lying to ourselves. We lie to our parents. We lie to our friends. We lie to our loved ones. Sometimes we think, now I'm going to say it like this, we think we're lying to God, but we're not. You can never lie to him. Never, ever. And I just tied it all in, the 3 L's of my life. That's the way I see it. The 3 L's of my life. And I call it love, life, and lives. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But I want to be encouraging, because people see me, friends, family, or whatever, and they'll see a smile on my face. Or I'll take a picture and I'll say, spend time doing this or doing that. But just because a person looks like they're happy, just because a person looks like they're having fun, I fight through my reality. I fight through my fun, because I can't stop what's happening. I can't change what has happened. I can't bring my husband back. I can't bring my mom back. I can't bring my dad back. I can't bring my nephew back. I can't bring my brother back. I can't bring my sister back. Yeah, that's a long list of deaths in my life. But I can say this: I can bring me back. When I say me back, I can bring me back to a level to where God can overflow in my life, and God can put me somewhere where I didn't even think that I could have been. And he's using me so I can talk to you guys and tell you, hey, I'm hurting and I'm crying. I'm hurting and I'm struggling. I'm hurting and I'm battling. But yet and still, I want to tell you, don't miss out on what God can give to you. And if you're at home and have nothing to do and you're just watching Facebook, go on here and go to some inspirational messages. Go join a group and just sit back and relax. Get you something to drink and just listen to stories. True stories of people's lives. And then look at yourself. I joined this one group for widows. And I'm thinking, oh my God, what I went through is just such a tragic, and my husband died in my arms, and how can I deal with this, Lord? Why did you take me through it? Why me, and why? Then I hear somebody else's story. And then I had to shut myself down, and I said, here I am, struggling, complaining, crying, angry, broken. And then she just told me, or she just shared, or he just shared about how they just lost their loved one. Some are way worse than mine. Way worse. And I consider myself, let me tell you, when somebody that you love is with you, not behind the wheel, not in the hospital suffering, not tubed up, not trying to find out how to get a lung or how to get a kidney or how to get blood transfusions and things like that. If they're not in that position and they die at home with you and they just lay down and close their eyes and there's no struggle, it's gonna hurt, but count that as a blessing. My husband was blessed to go the way he did. I was blessed to be there and experience it. And it hurts like hell to still relive. I relive it almost every day. But then I look at it and I say, wow, he could have been driving. He could have been at work. He could have been at the grocery store. Nobody could have been able to identify him. And I'll just be at home thinking, wow, my husband left me. And then months later, oh, we identified him. This was your husband? Knocking the corner, knocking at my door. God did not take me through that. He took me through an experience, people. He took me to experience so I could tell y'all what it's like to hurt, what it's like to love, what it feels like to see death and life within seconds from each other, to separate life and death in a split second right before your eyes. I experienced that. I experienced it, and it was real. And this is real. And when you hurt so deep to where you don't know how to talk to anybody because nobody really understands it. All they know is, oh my God, she's hurting. Oh my God, let me pray for her. When you live it and you can actually tell somebody that you can still fight and you can still try to reach out for prayer versus taking a gun and killing yourself or jumping off a bridge, you decide to jump into the realm of learning more about God and understanding why he took you through what he took you through. And you can tell the world that you have to be encouraged to stand up and fight in your heart, because the devil will attack you after that. And he used my brokenness, and he used my fears, and he used my emptiness, and he used my weakness. He will do that because he's a tricky piece. He knows your heart, and he knows your reaction to things. And if you're at home right now and you're depressed, if you're at home right now and you're battling and suffering from a death, or you're suffering from fear or anxiety, he knows your troubles. He knows how to attack you. He will get you in your dreams if you let him. But you have the power. You have the control. I didn't realize the control that I had. And my control is being able to stay focused even though I have nothing. And I'm not even going to say I don't have nothing. I have somewhere to sleep without too much.